training by Dinah Miyato. We start from the very beginning. What is a pipeline? What is a funnel? So it's a process through which we take our business from the beginning to the very end. Now, any business has processes, and this is one of the primary processes for being able to either get a new distributor or get a new customer in your team. So you want your team to grow, you want to sign up a new member, you want to have a customer, you need to understand the pipeline, or you need to understand the sales funnel. Why? Because when you know what it is, the process you have to go through, you even know where you need to improve. So here are the parts of the pipeline. Number 1, lead generation. Number 2, contacting or inviting, which comes with the setting of appointments, and then presentation, then following up and closing, and finally, when you close, some will become your new customers, some will become your new distributors. So again, this is a process. Now, this training is going to look at this process from one stage to the next stage. Where do you need to put what effort? I remember one of our trainings from Upline that I always remember is the numbers, legs, and leaders. So numbers, legs, and leaders. So here we're going to talk about a lot about numbers. Another training we're going to talk about legs. Another training we're going to talk about leadership development. Right now we're looking at you building a team. Have someone on the left, have someone on the right, have someone on your organization. Now let's take a look at the funnel. So the funnel looks like this. Bigger on the upper part at the entry point and getting slimmer and slimmer as we get to the bottom. And just like the funnel, which you can see in your mind's eye, which you can also see on the screen for those that are looking at the funnel right now, this process also needs you to understand that if it is a funnel, how much effort do I put where? Okay, so let's start with the lead generation. At the very top part of the funnel, there is the lead generation. What is lead generation? Is to find people. The simplest term to explain lead generation is finding people. Dinah, what do you mean finding people? Well, our business is a people business. And if it's a people business, you need to know, where do I find my people? Where is my marketplace? Here's an interesting part. In network marketing, you don't have to get your goods, go to the market and get a megaphone or a microphone and start announcing, hey, I have products. I have a business plan. Come, you listen. No, you start with your phone. Your very phone that you have in your hands. You get in there, go to your contact list. And in the contact list, go to name number 1, number 2, number 3. Yesterday, in our seminar at Great North Road Business Center, I was asking some of our guests that came. I said, when you go to your phone, how many people do you have in your contact list? There was a lady that had 187 contacts. Another one had 300 and something. There's a gentleman who had 4,000 contacts. Yes, same meeting, different contacts in your phone. Now, who are these contacts in your phone book? They are called your warm market. Okay, warm market contacts: brothers, sisters, cousins, parents, friends, family, workmates, neighbors, people that you have interacted with, have given you a service before, your driver, where you bought your car from, where you buy your clothes from, your churchmates. These are people you have had an interaction with them. Some of them know you really good. Some of them, at least they know who you are, or they remember the interaction you had. These are called the warm market. Of all the millions in your country, of all the thousands of millions in your city, you have a certain number of people in that phone. Those are people that you have interacted with before. They're called the warm market. What do we do with them, Dinah? We write them in a book. So get a book. I prefer the big book or small book, depending, as long as it's a book. And get in there and write the list down. Column number 1, their name and phone number. Column number 2, your relationship with that person. How do I know this person? Column number 3, where are they found? Are they in Lusaka? Are they in Harare? Are they in Johannesburg? Where are they? Write them down. And then the last column are remarks or special comments on that particular person. Maybe you know they love money. Maybe you know they're a leader. Maybe they're a public speaker. Or maybe you know they have healthy needs. And so maybe when you give that phone call later, when we go to the next stage, you don't need to talk to them about money. You need to talk to them about their good health or about how their product, your product, can benefit them. So again, that is a contact list. We start with it. If you have not written it down, if you are hoping it is in your phone and it will still be helpful, well, you are lying to yourself. Why? Because when you write it down, that process of getting a number or numbers from your phone into a book makes you remember. You have people. It gives you a psychological effect that, hey, I'm doing something here. All of these people are my market. So your contact list is your very first market you ever have in our network marketing business. This is a friend to friend, brother to brother, sister to sister business before we go to strangers, okay? Again, market number one, where you generate your leads from, your phone book. After your phone book, you go to who do they know? So you look at somebody, you go like, oh, this person is married. Who is their spouse? These people are a couple, they have adult children. Who are their children? You write them on that list, so you expand your contact list. Another easier way of expanding your first contact list are called referrals. These are people selected by the people from your list to recommend them to also come and learn about the business. Now, by the time we go through contacting and inviting and presenting, the initial group that has been on your list come to the meeting. They learn. After they attend the seminars, they say, you know what? I have my brother, I have my sister, I have my friend, I have my workmate. You could check on them. And so when you check on those people, they are second level now, from being in your phone to coming from the people that were in your phone. I want to give you an example. What if you have presented to at least 200 of your people? Out of these 200, now they may not have attended the same day, but out of these 200, they're just getting 10 contacts from each or 10 referrals from each. Those are now 2,000 new leads. So can we ever run out of people? No, unless you're not going through training. You can never, ever, ever run out of people. Okay, so that myth of, won't we finish people? What happens when my list runs out? If you're part of this training, you can never run out of people. One, your phone book. Number two, the referrals. Number three, I know you'll never finish the referrals. However, you can go to what we call the cold market. The cold market, these are men and women you get to meet because you are living your life with this business. Maybe you are living your life through social media. You're living your life through offline means. You go and access a service. You visit a hospital. You go to a wedding. You go to, as in you're living your life, but you get to meet people. You're on a bus. You're on a flight. You get a contact number. So they were not in your initial list, but now they're getting on your list. Let's look at social media, for example. There are two groups of people you connect from social media. They are the ones we call organic leads, and others are called paid advertising. Leads we generate from paid advertising. The organic leads, create a video, someone comments on it. You make a post about your meeting, or even family, even birthday. Someone comments on it. They are already your friend on Facebook. They are a follower on Instagram. They are a connection on TikTok. They are a friend or a contact on WhatsApp. They're in a WhatsApp group that you maybe sell something or they sell something there. But whatever it is, you are organically connecting. There was no one who paid the other or paid another entity to be able to connect you. Those are called organic leads. So if you are my friend, you see me posting about my business. Tina, what's that you do? I say, oh, wow, where are you based? I'm in Lusaka. Good, let's connect. Share with me your number. Let me invite you to a seminar. If you come and attend, you are an organic lead. You were an organic lead, okay? What if I pay for an advert? And now for those who want to run adverts later on, I'll be able to guide you on how that to do. But however, you need your Facebook profile, then create a page, then download WhatsApp for Business, have them linked up. And of course, you need to pay if you're going to run adverts. And if you're going to pay to run advert, do it the right way. Have a flyer, have a short video promoting your event, and then promote it from WhatsApp. It's going to run an advert on Facebook, on Instagram, I think on all Meta platforms. And then what is going to happen when people click on that advert, they come straight to your WhatsApp. So you have their number, sometimes even their name already there. You talk to them, they are a lead. They are not a member, they are not a customer, they are a prospect. You're generating leads. Okay. So again, lead generation can be done from your phone book to who they know, to the referrals, to social media organic connections, to social media paid advertising. Then as a new member, where do I start from? Start from where all of us started from, warm market. Why? These people know you, these people trust you, and all you do is refer them to experts to explain to them how the business works. However, there's just so far that you can go with your warm market, right? Some will join, some will not join you. At least you've told them the truth. And then you go to referrals, and then you go to social media. So all of these work together, one step at a time. So if you've exhausted your warm market, you don't need to start worrying. Did you ask for referrals? If you did not ask for referrals, you can go back, ask for referrals, but also begin to learn how to use social media 101. That is lead generation. So if you're here and you're thinking, Dinah, where do I find people? starting with your phone, to who you know, to their referrals, then we go to social media. You don't have to jump to social media right away. Next part. Now that they're in your list, they're on your referral form, you need to contact them. Now that you got a phone number from Facebook that you have not been calling in a while, you need to contact them. Dinah, how do I contact them? What do I say? Well, in contacting or inviting, there are three main ways. One, send an SMS. This SMS can be an ordinary SMS. This SMS can be a WhatsApp, can be Messenger. So send a message. That's one. Number two, make a call. Call them up. Hey, Mr. So-and-so. Hey, Madam So-and-so. This is Dinah. I got a number from this place. I wanted to invite you to a business presentation. Okay? Or guess what you do? An in-person invitation. If it's my neighbor who I've organically connected to because I live next to her or him, well, the next time I'm having an event on Saturday, today after this meeting, I go out and say, hey neighbor, good morning, Dinah, how are you? I'm very good. Hey, by the way, you remember that meeting I mentioned? Yeah, what do you do that every time you're home, you're telling me, I'm working from home and you're in your home and what is it you do? I say, come with me this Saturday, Great North Road Business Center. Can you do it? Sure, what time? I'll tell you as I'm leaving. I leave earlier because I'm inviting, I'm hosting, but you can come later or we can go together. Oh, okay, we can do that. See what I'm doing? One-in-one invite. I'm inviting her or I'm inviting him to come with me to the seminar. So you can do that with your workmates. You can do that with your neighbors. Okay? You can do that with people you meet in person. Now, what are different ways of contacting people apart from the methods of SMS and phone call and in person? Well, there are three main ways you can contact people. One, directly. Number two, indirectly. Number three, super indirectly. A direct invite is going to people who can take financial advice from you. People you can recommend a business to directly without them having resistance. What do you mean? Look, there are different types of people in your phone. Some of those people have more money than you, have more success than you. So I don't think they can accept a phone call from you giving them financial advice. So when you have such people, you ask for support or you ask for connection. So wisdom or being skilled is knowing who am I asking what from. If I have a honorable member of parliament, or maybe I have a bishop's number, or maybe I have, those influential people that they know people beyond you, you don't have to say, hey, pastor, hey, bishop, I have this business and I think I can show you how to make money. First, you make him get worried. Are you sure? Maybe you were there even last month asking for him to pray for you or how to pray for you so that you can have more success to overcome whatever challenge. Now you are telling them you can show them how to make money. So mixing these people up is what causes a lot of people to fail. Some people say, Dinah, invite people, they just don't show up. Maybe your approach is not right approach. You're trying to invite people the same way. Not every invite goes to everyone. So you categorize your people. Can I give Dinah financial advice? If I can recommend Dinah a business, I'll call Dinah directly. Hi, Dinah, good morning. Good morning, how are you, sir? How are you, my friend? Or how are you? I'm good now. Dinah, listen, I recently joined a business. It's an amazing business on how you can make money, also get the training. Okay, how is it done? Explain it to me. I want you to come to a seminar. Find the experts there who are going to explain in full. Can you come with me? Saturday, 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours, only 2 hours, the best investment you can ever make in 2026 in your life. Oh, yeah? Yes, I know you said you're struggling with money. Can you come with me? Sure, I will. You know why Dinah is going to come? Because you can recommend a business to Dinah. But then there's Madam Nakawala. She's your Auntie Richie. Are you together? She's that aunt that when you need money, you call. When you need support, you need to check out on her. And so you're not going to call her and tell her, Aunt Nakawala, I have this business that can make you money. Yet you even still owe her money. Or last week you were asking money for food. What do? You call Aunt Nakawala. Good morning, Aunt Nakawala. Hi, good morning. You have been a very supportive member of my family and I really appreciate it. But Auntie, I recently was introduced to a business. I don't know if it's good for you, but I definitely believe it's going to help me out so that I can be more independent. But hey, who do I know? I need your support. Can you come? Maybe even come with a friend. Just give me the support. I'll be presenting this weekend, or my mentor will be presenting, and I would like you to come and learn this new business and advise me if I'm making the right move. So Auntie Nakawala will come, not because she needs to join you, to give you support. It's like when you are marrying. It's not everyone who is coming to get married. Are we together? They're coming to your wedding to give you support. If you can ask for support for your marriage, surely you can ask support for your business. Are we together? So she attends to give you support. Now, during the presentation, she realizes this could be for her as well, for different reasons than your reasons. Maybe she has healthy needs. Maybe she has money, but she needs more money, and she realizes this business could help her make more. Or she wants to help more people like you. So all the people who've been calling her for money, now she has a business to refer them to so that they can make their own money. You see that? You use an indirect method to ask Auntie Nakawala to come and attend. And then you have Pastor Mansa. Pastor Mansa is your pastor. You know, he has all of this congregation that come to him for help. He knows people. He knows who has money in that church. He knows who is struggling in that church. He knows who is a leader in that church. And so if you're going to call Pastor Mansa, you can't call him the same way you're asking help from Auntie Nakawala. So what do? You call Pastor. Good morning, Pastor. You may not know me, but I'm one of the members in your church. Oh, what do you do exactly? Oh, I'm one of the people in the youth, whatever. I'm one of the women. Okay. Yes. How do I help? Well, recently I was introduced to a business. Now, this business needs people that are definitely money oriented. They really need to make money. They are committed. They are ambitious. They are leaders. But Pastor, who do I know? I'm just a young person struggling to make ends meet. And so when I was introduced to this business, I thought, I could ask my pastor to connect me to the right people in church. Then he says, okay, but how do I connect you to the right people if I don't know what business you are doing? You are right, Pastor. That is why I'm extending an invitation. On Saturday, we have a seminar. Can you create time to be there just for 2 hours? It's not a whole day. 2 hours of your life. It will mean a lot to me. If you can attend, understand what it is, so that even when you are recommending people, you know who to recommend to me. So now Pastor is going to come to your seminar because he needs to recommend people who can work with you in his congregation, in his church. Now he needs full information about this particular project. So he attends. So you have Dinah attending, you have Auntie Nakawala attending, you have Pastor Mansa attending, 3 different people. The mistake you make is using the invitation you used on Dinah on all these other 2 people. So you always have those 3 people in your phone. People like Dinah, who can get financial advice from you. People like Auntie Nakawala, who knows when you need help and she has been coming through for you. People like Pastor Mansa, who knows more people than you have right now and you need their connection. The thing is, invite them the right way. So my question to you is, have you been inviting people the right way? Or everyone, you have been trying to give financial advice to them? Now, what do you need to do when you're inviting? You need a phone, you need a script on how to invite. We have scripts on that. I've shared with Nit before. I can share it again, probably even tomorrow's morning training. We can focus on how to invite different people. Okay, so today I'm training the whole pipeline. What else do you need? A diary. Not everyone is going to come the same day. Dinah may say, I'm coming on Wednesday. Auntie Nakawala says Saturday. Pastor Mansa says, I'm always busy on the weekend, with the church. However, can't we do this online? Can't we do this next week? You say, no problem. Yes, there's an online meeting at 20 hours tonight. And so you cannot write those on the same list. Now, you need to separate who is coming Wednesday, who is coming Saturday, who is coming tonight, or who is coming next Wednesday. Diary. You need a diary leader. There's no way you're going to do business with no diary. You can easily forget. You can just do it for a while. Eventually, you mix it up and you feel frustrated and overwhelmed. So, diary. One of the things that helped me, I have a phone reminder. I got the reminder section. I put your number, I put your name, and I put a date when I need to call you. On that particular day, my phone rings. Call Mr. So-and-so, call Madam So-and-so for a presentation. Call so-and-so for follow-up. Find out if they are come back to this particular city. Can you imagine? And our phones can also help do that. However, you still need a physical diary. Your diary is your boss. If your diary is empty, you have no business. All right, next is the appointment. I've talked about a diary actually, to say if it's empty, your boss is absent. Fill it with daily appointments. Your diary should show me that this April is going to be busy. Do you have an appointment on tonight's presentation, tomorrow's night presentation, Saturday presentation? Who is coming? Next Wednesday, who is coming? Next Saturday, who is coming? If it's empty, it explains why your bank account is empty. So fill in that diary. Next is presentation. Again, we are processing the pipeline here. Presentation needs to have people. People you see in that meeting leader, they did not just show up there because they are good people. They showed up there because somebody did a lot of appointments. So by the time someone sits in the meeting, logs into the meeting, guess what? Someone invited them. If you are the one who invited them, now you're processing people in your pipeline. Now they're in the presentation. Then how do I present? Two ways, online or offline. Online, it could be a Google Meet meeting, it could be a Zoom meeting, or it could be a recorded video presentation. This video can explain products, can explain the business plan. This online can be a link to a YouTube recorded presentation, for example, or a Facebook recorded presentation. Now, Dinah, which one is more effective, offline or online? Both. It matters where your prospect is. If they are in your same city, first thing you do is bring them to an offline meeting. If they are in another city or in another country, bring them online first. After online, if there is a presentation going on in their city, now you can bring them to an in-person seminar to meet either you or a mentor or a member of your team who is going to do a presentation there. Offline seminars are highly convertible, meaning they can convert people from being a prospect to a member. Why? There is social proof. You can meet people. There's a physical address. There is other people there apart from just you. So people realize this is real. This is happening. However, we're not limited to only offline. So online presentations are still presentations. Offline presentations are still presentations. One-on-one, use a presentation guide. Small group, you can use a flip chart or a board. Big office presentation or auditorium events, you can use a projector or even a board. Whichever way, you need to invite. So those invitation phone calls you're inviting, those three groups of people can come online, can come offline. Now, one of the things about these events as you're inviting, know the venue. So if the venue is an online app, tell the person you're inviting to download the app or update it, have some data, tell them the time. Give them a reminder just before the meeting, maybe 10-15 minutes before the meeting, give them a phone call to say, hey, we're logging in now. Kindly check if you have enough data and be able to do what? To log in. If it's an offline event, I prefer 3 different contacts. The first time you're inviting them, tell them about the day, the venue, give them a visual idea. The second time, you are just reminding them a day before the event, within 24 hours to the event. Give them a reminder. Send them an audio or send them an SMS that has even the location. On the actual day, early in the morning, give them another reminder. This could be a message, this could be a call. 2-3 hours before the presentation, so that in case they wanted to do other things, they are reminded, hey, I need to move to go to that particular presentation. And also, if you're not coming, I'd rather you tell me at 6 or 7 than telling me 30 minutes before the presentation on how you're not coming. You understand, yeah? So you can do presentations. Now, on presentation, I'd like to really give congratulations to those who turned up for the Speakers Bureau training. Yesterday, we had Leader Shadrick Msango, he was there. Madame Febi, she was there. And we also had Madame Margaret, they actively participated from our team. And then we had the trainers there, Madame Nakawala Banda, Mr. Mike Mtale was there, and of course, other trainers that were there yesterday. It was beautiful to see people step on that stage. You know, it looks easy when another person is doing it. However, when you build that skill, do you know that presentation, apart from promoting event, is the highest paid skill in network marketing? When you stand on that stage, even your prospects are confident in you that they're joining the right team, they were invited by the right person. So maybe you're thinking, what is keeping me away from my money? Your ability to present is keeping you away from your money. Now, Dinah, what are these presentation skills that I need to do? You need to learn how to tell your story. You need to learn how to keep an audience up and active. Because there are some people, when they go to stage, everyone sleeps. So we do have trainings on how to be a good speaker. Speak your story. Speak the company story. Show how people can earn money. Speak other people's stories. So whether you're doing online or offline, your ability to conduct these presentations, apart from just inviting, because you can invite to a presentation and not speaking. Each one of us here has to perfect our presentation abilities. Okay, when you present, I see you as a point of authority, as an expert, as someone who knows what they're doing. Right? So presentation. If you are just inviting to a presentation, be present. Invite your people. Let them see you in the meeting room. If you, whether it's online or offline, let them see you in that meeting room. Are we together? If you are conducting a presentation, prepare. Go through your content in advance. What am I going to present about? Be an expert. Go to the mirror. Do the practice. Record yourself presenting and listen to your audio and wonder if you can learn from there or you can be bored to death with that presentation. However, it takes practice, practice, and practice. So again, part of that sales pipeline is people arriving in the presentation. Do not blame the bank. Do not blame the company for not paying you if you have no one in the presentation. Now, what happens when people attend? You have presented, your upline has presented, your people have finally reached from being a contact in your phone to the book, to the phone call, finally to stepping into the presentation room. They have heard. The next part is going to be following up and closing. The very initial place where we close and follow up is immediately after the presentation. I love physical events. They're hard to schedule, but they're the most effective ones. At a physical event, what you do is your prospect should not run away after you say, oh, we are done. Then off they go. There's what we call meeting after meeting, being in the closing cell. In that cell, people ask questions. People get clarities. I have added one part of my closing these days. I call it commonly asked questions. Questions like, is this a pyramid scheme? Won't I lose money? How different is this business from other businesses? How can I find people? How do I convince people? Is this a scam? Do these products work? Do I have to sell products? How much is joining? Sometimes people shock me. They were actually there. You even use the name as an example on how they can make money. They ask you, so how do I make profit? So for them, all these bonuses you've talked about don't make sense. Referral bonus, matching. They want profit. They didn't hear profit. So to them, that's not making money. So you do that in following up and closing. After the presentation, what did you like the most? Did you like products? Did you like the business plan? Provide clarity. What do you mean? An account. People think those are bank accounts, 7 accounts, 15 accounts. They think it's bank accounts. What do you mean an account? Explain that. How do you mean I can withdraw my money? Explain that. Do people pay taxes? How much of my money is going to be taxed? Explain that. How do I know someone has joined me for me to be sure they have not joined another person? Explain that. Take care of people's fears, people's misconceptions. I need more information on products. Give information on products. Can I work with this business with my spouse? Explain that. Do I need to quit my job to do the business? Explain how they can do this as a part-time. Can I do it full-time? You think it's really valuable? Yes, explain that. It is a business only for broke people. Explain that. It's a business only for educated people. Explain that. That happens in the following up and closing phase. Now, this is not a once-off meeting. It's an ongoing process. However, do it immediately after someone has attended the presentation. All right? So that is following up and closing. How do you handle following up and closing one person to the other? Sometimes people just want to meet people that are looking like them. You're single, you're presenting to a couple. In as much as they don't tell you, they want to find a couple doing business together. So if you have a successful couple in your business, share about them. We have Mr. and Mrs. So they are working this business together and they have been successful so far. They may not tell you, but that Mr. and Mr. So's story is what will close them. You are not a pastor and you invite a pastor, a bishop to the presentation. Even if they don't tell you, they're trying to look around. Is there a successful pastor in this meeting, in this team? So when you say, oh, by the way, tonight we have a presentation, we have Pastor Mansa presenting. If they're a pastor, they attended the meeting, they say, okay, I'm going to be there. So when they log in, it's a fellow pastor telling them about the business. It may not be the first time they're listening to the presentation, but what you're doing is you're following up and closing them. You're saying, hey, if a pastor can do it, you can do it too. They're a single mom. You look to have a very stable marriage. You have a beautiful family, and in their head, you're successful because you have the support. And so bring them to a meeting where another single mom is able to provide for her family. And now you may not say it directly, but them coming there validates them. To say, if she can do it, I can do it too. So you see how we have different things we are looking for even if we don't say it? They're a teacher, you're an engineer, and they're thinking he's able to do it because he's an engineer. Bring them to another event. They meet a fellow teacher who's doing it. They realize, an engineer can do it, but this teacher, just like me, can do it. I can do it too. They have been trying to conceive. You have had an easy fertility journey. In as much as you claim that C24/7 can help them, they want to hear another person who say, I took C24/7 and I conceived. We conceived. Now they realize, just like this one can do it, I can do it too. So that is closing and following up. Closing and following up also is making a phone call. You attended the seminar, I appreciate it. I wasn't in Harare when you were attending. I was here in Zambia. However, what did you like the most? I think I liked about the business. Do you have any questions? Do you need any areas you need to understand more? If you are to join, which package are you going to join? So going home, hoping people will join you is not closing, is not following up. No, they told me when they are ready, they're going to get back to me. They're not going to get back to you. Somebody else is going to call them, someone else is going to close them, and they'll easily join because you started the education journey. So following up is doing what you said you do. Closing is helping them make a decision. Find their hot pattern, their point of need, the point of contention. What is it they need clarity before they join you? I don't have the money. I don't have the time. How do you answer such questions? Address objections here. Again, we have training just for following up and closing. This is part of the sales pipeline or the sales funnel. If you have brought people to the presentation, you've hardly followed up, you've hardly invited them to another event, you've hardly invited them to the seminar, your upline is closing, you are not following up and you are not closing effectively. Work on that. Maybe that is what you need for you to have more signups. And now, after you have done an effective close or an effective follow-up process, some of them will become your customer. Some of them are going to become a new member on your team. And when they join your team, when they buy from you, you make a profit or you earn another bonus, referral bonus, match sales bonus. Some stair step comes in also because of the package they have bought. So now you have reached the end of that initial sales funnel. I'm saying initial because we have another funnel for leadership development. Are we together? That's a whole different funnel now of developing leaders on your team. It does not start from a lead. It starts from a new member. How do you identify if that person is going to build a team, is going to be a retailer, or is going to just use a product? We have another funnel. I'm going to train about it another day. However, in this particular funnel, this part right here is the end result of all of those numbers you were writing, the phone calls you made, the presentations you were inviting to. Finally, people attended, the phone calls, the meetings, another exposure, another exposure, another exposure you're trying to give to people to finally arrive at either them buying a product or becoming part of your team. Now, I want to take care of your heart here, not to disappoint you. Do you know what do you mean? Well, I want to let you know that the numbers you get at the end are not the same numbers you get at the beginning. That is why it is narrow at the end, but wide at the beginning. So if you have 100 people who attended the presentation, maybe around 20 are going to join. And the thing is, they're not going to join the same day. Some will join immediately. Some will join after 3, 4, 5 exposures. Time frames matter. However, if you want to have more people join you, compress your activities. Instead of you taking a year to show 300 people the business, show 300 people the business in 1 month. So you can get the year's results in 1 month. Show 700 people the business in 3 months. So that you can get 1 year's result in 3 months or 90 days. Now, what do you do when someone has joined your team, has bought a product from you? You follow up again. Do I need to? Yes. It's called orientation. Take them through a new distributor's orientation. A new journey starts here. Take them through how they can use their product. I bought some product from someone 2 weeks ago. They bought, and then they were asking me, hey, Mbuya, is my tribal cousin, why is my urine looking yellow, greenish? And am I okay? I said, you are fine. It's a C24/7 you are taking. It's cleaning you up. It's doing a detox. I was getting worried. But if you don't follow up, they even stop taking. They start regretting spending the money on the product and thinking, hey, I took something that is going to harm me. Someone has joined your team. Are you following up on them joining these trainings? Have you done the NDO, or you are hoping they grow naturally? Follow up, leader. Have your leader get into training. You can even use this same link if you don't have a personal link on Google Meet. Have your own meeting. As long as it's not 8 hours, it's not 20 hours. Meet. Explain to them how the business works, how to log into their account, why they need to develop a name list, how to invite people. Set goals with your leader so that they too understand this sales pipeline or the sales funnel. Now, look at the numbers. Make up in numbers what you lack in skills. So if you have 300 leads generated, they are on your list, call them. As you call them, some will pick, some will not pick. Some will be reachable, some will not be reachable. So what is going on here? Some people are falling off. Have you noticed that? They're falling off the funnel. By the time you reach the presentation, not everyone who told you they'll come to the presentation will actually come. And even after the presentation, some people, they stop talking to you after they have seen the business. Others are still open. Others will join you next year. Others will join you next month. Others join you immediately. That is why it's called a sales funnel. Some have fallen off, so you need to go and do some more lead generation and bring back more people up there. Not everyone will be interested or be ready at the same time. You need to start with a large number to get a good result. So upline, why is it that I'm inviting people? A lot of them are telling me they don't have transport money. They are falling off your funnel. Just repeat the process again. Upline, why is it that I had 20 people, they really told me they were attend, only 3 people came? Well, that's a funnel. 20 confirming, 3 attending. Why is it that I had 10 people who attended, but only 1 person is joining? That's a funnel. We want to let you know in advance so that you don't think you're doing something wrong. You are processing a funnel. So what should I do? Make sure your funnel is always full. Don't wait for those 2 people that have reached the following up and closing stage and they're saying, when one of these joins, I'm going to have a left and a right. Leader, as you are waiting for that, differentiate what you work for and what you wait for. Go back up there, fill it up again. Fill it up over and over and over. And always remember, your funnel needs to keep being full. So keep refilling your funnel every day. Consistent action drives growth. Generate leads, contact these people, invite them to the presentation, write in your diary, confirm for them to come to the presentation, and be in the presentation room, leader. Don't invite people to something you don't have even time to attend. If you are not going to be there, let your upline or crossline leader know. I have people coming, please attend to them. That's very courteous of you. So that when these people come, we don't treat them like strangers. And then after they have attended, what do? Follow up. Close, find out what do they need to know for them to make a decision. And it is from there that you're going to have new customers or new distributors on your team. Daily forecast. Contact someone new every day. Process the existing leads in your funnel every day, meaning follow up and remind them for presentations and close those that have attended. Set daily numbers. If you're going to talk to 40 people, today should not set without you for talking to 40 people. You're going to talk to 20 people, every day should do the same. You're going to talk to 30 people. It's not the same people, different people every day, but the same number over and over until it becomes a habit. Don't stop until when your daily tasks, they become a normal thing. You don't go to bed. You said you're going to talk to 10, but yesterday you went to bed, you only talked to 2 people. What happened to you? Okay. The results will follow. Don't plant 2 seeds and say, upline, I'm waiting for that corn to grow. I roast it, I eat it for me to have energy to plant the next corn. No. You are a sower. Go and sow. Plant. Go and replant. This one eaten by worms, no problem. Replant in that particular seed hole. Go on the next one. This one is stunted. What do I do? Maybe I put some fertilizer. Bring them to training. Let them get equipped on what to do. This one is growing too fast, but then I'm seeing thorns about to choke them. Help them manage expectations and rejections and the thorns that are likely going to choke them up. Are we together? So plant, replant, weed your field, water your field. The growth is going to take place. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is your sales funnel. Starts from lead generation to you asking or inviting them to attend your seminar. Would they be open to attend? Would they be open to support you? Would they be open to give you some referrals? And they come to learn about what business is it they're going to give you referrals for. And then when they attend the presentation, it can be online, it can be offline. It can be a live training or meeting. It can be a recorded meeting. It can be a one-on-one. It can be a big group presentation. And then following up, and close. Ask the questions. Let them ask questions. Answer them. Don't be defensive or offensive. Be open to teaching other people willingly. And then as you continue the education process, some of them will sign up. When they sign up, you have a goal to take them through the orientation. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the MLM sales funnel. You found help in today's training. I want to know, what help did you find? Where are you? How are your numbers? Do you know how to generate the leads? Do you know how to invite them? Maybe you are stuck on how to present. Or maybe you're following up and closing is a challenge. Or maybe you are thinking, upline, I'm signing up people, but they're really not duplicating. If they're not duplicating, leader, your goal now is to work on the next funnel, which we're going to train about next week. This one is about leadership development funnel. How do you move your leader from a new sign up to the superstar that they need to be? How do you identify who to develop in your team? That we're going to look at it next week. So right now, this is the MLM sales funnel. Thank you so much for listening to me. And thank you so much for attending this training. Now, I was recording an audio for this training. I'm going to post it on YouTube. Please, when you go there, don't just listen. Subscribe to the channel so that next time I'm posting something, you can easily see that. And also leave a comment there. However, put into action what you are learning. Go back and ask yourself, how am I processing this funnel? Am I really filling it up? Or I have one person on lead generation, the same person I'm begging to attend my presentation, the same person who attended, now I'm waiting for them to join. So thank you so much, leaders. Let's have a beautiful morning. The meeting is open for comments, clarity. Tell me what you've learned. Not just give me, our upline we've understood. What have you learned, you as a business builder? What have you been doing with your sales funnel? Was this training today valuable to you? Thank you.